Hi, welcome to the wonderful world of magic. I'm Magician Doug Anderson, and I'm going to be teaching you some really cool tricks that you can do with simple props you find around the home, the office, or at school. Through the magic of videotape, you'll be able to review the tape, review the tricks, and if you feel the need to, rewind the tape and watch it again until you're certain that you too can perform the tricks. Now, on to the magic. The first trick involves the use of a $50. Watch the coin very carefully. It's gone. How does the trick work? It's simple. It is up my sleeve. Is that cool or what? Hey, was that a tape? That was a tape. All right, at any rate, you show the coin, and all you have to do is hold it like you're going to snap your fingers. If you can snap your fingers, and you're wearing a coat with sleeves, you can do this trick. All you have to do is take the coin, hold it in line with your sleeve, and then snap your fingers. Right up the sleeve. Now, be very careful. When you're practicing this trick, make sure there's no glass or china shops behind you. And make sure there's nobody standing behind you as you're practicing either. You don't want to miss. Oops. Now I can't miss. You don't want to miss and have it go shooting up and hit somebody back behind you, all right? So that's a simple coin trick, making a coin disappear. In just a few moments, you're going to learn another way of making a coin disappear. I'm going to teach you another way of making a coin disappear. Watch close. I'll take the coin, I place it against my elbow, and watch. It's going to dissolve into my elbow. Ready? Here we go. One. Oops. Let me try that again. One, let me try that again. 1, 2, 3. It's gone. Watch the coin. It's behind my ear. To do this trick, you have to do something that they call pantomime, or simply mime. I'm going to pretend to put this coin inside my hand on the third time. The first 2 times I do this trick, I drop the coin on purpose. All right? Here we go. Hold your coin like this against your elbow, and start to rub it into your elbow, but let it fall. Oops. Let me try that again. Pick the coin up with your left hand, place it into your right hand, and try it again. Darn it, again it falls. This time you're going to pretend to put the coin into your hand. You don't really. You really keep it in your left hand. Watch again. See, I just pretended. This is the way it looks from your side. You still keep it here. So the third time you pick up the coin, you pretend to put it into your right hand, rub it into your elbow, and as people are watching your coin and your elbow, take the coin, stick it in your collar, and now it's gone. All you have to do to make it reappear is reach inside and grab it again. All right, that I call the elbow grease coin vanish. Now let me show you a different trick, this time involving the use of a pencil. Watch the pencil closely. I'm going to take this solid wooden pencil and change it into rubber. Ready? Watch. 1, 2, 3. The pencil is now rubber. Watch it bend. See how it bends? This is an optical illusion. It's not really bending. The pencil is still wood. If you hold the pencil in the middle like this, wiggle it between your fingers, and move it up and down at the same time, or simultaneously, that's up to you. It looks as if the it looks as if the pencil is bending. Again, it's an optical illusion, all right? Now, the next trick with the pencil, I'm going to make this pencil suspend in the air. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. See? It doesn't fall to the table. Do you know why? If you said my thumb is holding it, you're absolutely correct. When you turn your hand over, put your thumb on the pencil. Don't put your thumb on there before you turn your hand over, or they'll see you do that, and that would be silly. Now, don't put your thumb on there too late, or it falls to the table, and that would be silly as well. Hold the pencil, and as you turn your hand face down, put your thumb on it. Here we go. Ready? Watch. Oh, and one other thing. Don't let go at this point, because if you do, the pencil falls. Not. It's magic. Not really. Now I'm holding it with my finger. The first time you do this trick, it's a setup. Watch. I'm explaining how to do the trick. All the time I'm holding my left wrist with my right hand. If you rewind the tape, you'll notice when the pencil suspends in the air, I've only got 3 fingers. Okay? So as you turn your hand over for the last time, move that finger into position, and then it floats in the air. Now be very careful. Don't turn your hand over like this. They would see it. That would be silly as well. Okay? Keep your hand face down like this, and you can make the pencil float. We'll be back in just a few moments. One of the great things in magic is combining 2 separate effects to create a brand new effect. This time we're going to use a coin and a pencil in combination to provide a really cool magic trick. Watch the coin, it's going to disappear. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I lost the pencil instead. Hey, here it is. Watch the coin. It disappears. Not really. The coin is in my lap. All right, to do this trick, you need a pencil. Don't use one that's sharpened. And you need a coin. Tell the people you're going to make a coin disappear. Watch the coin. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, the pencil disappeared. Hey, here it is. Now when I point, here it is, watch the coin. I'm going to drop it in my lap again. Keep my hand closed, pull the pencil back down, tap my hand, and say that the coin disappeared. It didn't really do that. Now be very careful. I always have the rubber eraser pointing towards my head because sometimes you might feel a bit uncoordinated and you don't want to do this. 1, ow! 2, ow! And don't watch the pencil, because if you watch the pencil, they will watch the pencil. 1, you're watching the pencil, aren't you? Yeah, see? Watch the coin. 1, 2, oh no, the pencil disappeared. There it is. Coin's gone. Now, when you do this trick, when you reach for the, when you put the pencil back here and you say, look, there it is, if you're not sitting down, merely drop the coin in your pocket. And if you're not wearing shorts or pants that have pockets and you're not sitting down, you can hand the coin off to a friend very quickly and quietly so that nobody else sees it. All right? That's a pencil and coin combination. Oh. Hi, we're back. Now it's time to learn a card trick. And today, to help us with this card trick, we have a very special guest, the lovely Miss Heather. Say hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
All right. You need a deck of cards. Give them a quick shuffle. Heather, I'm going to set the cards down like this, and as I'm setting the cards down like this, I want you to call out loudly and clearly the word stop within the next 30 minutes or so.
Stop!
Thank you. All right. Heather, you said stop whenever you wanted to. You could have said stop sooner. You could have said stop later. You certainly could have said stop a lot more quietly. But that's okay, because I did say loudly and clearly. You chose that particular time to say stop. Now watch what happens. There's an ace. Another ace. Another ace. And it's the 4 aces. Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing.
Not when you know the secret. And now it's time for the secret. Start with the 4 aces on top of the deck. Don't let the audience members know that the 4 aces are already there. Then give the cards a false shuffle. Don't make it quite that obvious. Now remember, the 4 aces are on top of the deck. And have someone call out the word stop, but not until you deal the first 4 cards down. Those are the aces. Heather, while I'm doing this, 4 aces are down now. While I'm doing this, call out loudly and clearly the word stop. Say stop now.
Stop! Now!
Thanks. All right. All you have to do now is deal the two piles into two separate piles. That brings the 4 aces back to the top. And then dramatically reveal the aces for the successful conclusion of the trick. Ace number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's the first 4-ace trick. In a moment, we're going to learn another 4-ace trick. Hi, moment's up. Time to learn another card trick. Okay, let me give the cards a quick shuffle. No, not really. This time I really shuffle the cards. All right. I'm going to set the cards down like this into 4 separate stacks. And as I'm setting the cards down like this, wait a minute, is that right? Hold on just a second. Hold on. Yeah, that's right. Silly me. All right, Heather, as I'm setting the cards down like this, I want you to think of a number, any number at all, between 2 and 4.
3.
3, okay. You could have chose any number between 2 and 4. Heather chose 3. Heather, do me a favor and point to 3 stacks of cards. Any 3, it doesn't matter.
1, 2, 3.
Boom, bing, boom. These 3, not this one.
No.
Okay, I'll remove this one. Heather, now point to 2 stacks of cards.
1, 2.
These 2?
Those 2.
Okay, I'll remove this stack. Now, Heather, point to 1 stack of cards.
This one.
This one?
Yep.
All right, I'll remove this one.
Okay.
And look. It's the 4 aces again. Wow, go figure.
Yeah.
Okay, time for the secret. We'll leave those cards on the floor for the time being, and I'll show you how the trick works. Again, you start with those 4 aces on top of the deck. Set them down into 4 separate stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4 aces. Now set 3 cards on top of each one, dealing from left to right. Then pretend that you messed up. Was that right? I don't think so. Let me start all over. Wait, that was right. Use your acting ability. Now the 4 aces are in the 4th pile. Now, you want to leave this stack of 4 aces here because that's the dramatic revelation for the end of the trick. So you have somebody think of a number, I do it as a joke, think of a number between 2 and 4. Obviously, it's 3. And I say, Heather, point to 3 stacks of cards. Now, remember, you want to leave this stack here. So if Heather had pointed to these 3 stacks, I would have taken those 3 away, which would have left this one. But when she selected the stacks of cards, Heather chose this one. She chose, in fact, these 3. So the odd one out was this one, so I had to remove this stack of cards. I removed that stack, and then I said, Heather, point to 2 stacks. Again, her selection included the stack of 4 aces, so I had to remove the ones she didn't pick. Had Heather chose these 2, I would simply remove those 2 stacks and then reveal the aces. All right? This is called the magician's choice. Okay. All right, Heather, point to 2 stacks of cards.
1, 2.
Okay. Oop. Which one would you remove? This one? Very good. Okay, Heather, point to 1 stack of cards.
1.
This one. Which one would you remove? Right you are. All you have to do is turn the cards over for the successful conclusion to another 4-ace trick. Hey, thanks for playing. Bye. Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to have fun with math. We're going to learn a magic trick involving math. Heather, I'd like you to take this legal pad and this jumbo magic marker. Psych, it's a Marks-a-Lot. They don't make magic markers any longer because they're long enough. All right, Heather, if you would please take that pen and think of a number, any number at all between, let's say 1 and, let's make it easy, between 1 and 5 billion. All right, now hold the pad up so I can't see that,
Okay.
and you write that number down at the top of the page. You're going to be doing a little bit of mathematical computations there, so write small so you don't run out of paper. Have you got that down?
Yes.
All right. Whatever number you chose, Heather, I now want you to multiply that number by 2. Have you finished that?
Yes.
All right. Now take that number and add, let's say, what shall we use today? Add 10 to that.
Okay.
Don't let me see. Have you done that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, whatever total you have there, divide that total by 2. Have you finished that?
Yep.
All right. Now, whatever total you have there, I want you to subtract the original number, the one you chose between 1 and 5 billion. Subtract that original number from your total.
Done.
You have a grand total at the bottom?
Yes.
Let's see. According to my calculations, I'm going to hazard a guess and say that the number you end up with is 5. Is it 5?
Yeah.
Hey, high five.
All right.
All right. Okay, this is a simple mathematical trick. Whatever number they add, where is it? Oh, whatever number they add, well, go this way then. Here. Let's cut to a close-up, shall we? Good. Whatever the number they add here, the total will be half of that. You have them add 10, their answer is going to be 5. If I had Heather add 16, her answer would have been 8. So whatever the number they add, the answer will be half of that. So all you have to do is follow that mathematical sequence, pick a number, multiply it by 2, add any even number, divide it by 2, subtract the original number from that, and their answer will be half of whatever they add. Now I said add any even number. They don't have to add an even number. But if they add an odd number, their answer is going to be a fraction. If she had added 11, her answer would have been 5.5 or 5.5. So just keep that in mind if you do have them add an odd number. Okay? All right. See you back in just a few moments. Yeah. So that's a... Hi. We're going to do another mathematical trick. This one I call rolled in bones because it uses a pair of dice. You pretend you have a pair of dice and a notepad, handy magic marker, and lovely assistant Heather again. Here you go, Heather, if you want to take that notepad. Heather, I want you to pretend you have a pair of dice, and if you would just roll them down on the mat. Okay? Roll them up. Okay, try not to get them off the edge of the table. Here, pick them up, roll them again. Okay. Good. Okay, now don't let me see them. All right, do you see the two numbers there?
Yes.
Okay, I'll hide them. You pick up that notepad
Okay.
and write down those two numbers separately so that I can't see them.
Okay.
Have you got that done?
Yes.
All right, take that first number
Okay.
of the two separate numbers that you have. Take the first number and multiply it by 2.
Okay.
You've done that? All right, great. Now, add 5 to that total. Have you done that?
Yes.
All right, multiply that total by 5. Now, you know the other dice number that you rolled?
Right.
Add that other dice number to that total.
Okay.
Now you have a grand total?
Yes, I do.
Heather, tell me what your grand total is.
68.
68. Congratulations, Heather. You rolled a 7, a 4, and a 3.
Wow. You got it.
Lucky girl.
Yeah.
You should go to Las Vegas.
I wish.
4 and 3. Okay, now for the secret. If you follow this mathematical sequence again, and we'll cut to a close-up here in just a few moments, if you follow this mathematical sequence again, all you have to do is mentally subtract 25 from their total. 68, let's cut to the close-up now. All right. 68 minus 25 is 43. Heather rolled a 4 and a 3. So that's how I know what she rolled. All right. If you follow that mathematical sequence, they have 2 dice. We did have dice. It was a joke. All right. You can actually use the dice so they can follow the numbers later on. 2 dice, you take the 2 separate numbers and write them down separately. Take one of the numbers, multiply it by 2, then add 5 to the total, multiply the total by 5, then add the other dice number to that total. Whatever they end up with, mentally subtract 25, and your 2-digit answer will be the 2 corresponding spots on top of the dice. All right? Now, I believe that's pretty much the end of the mathematical tricks, and we'll be back in just a few moments. Well, gang, Heather's got to go away, but you stick around because I have some more tricks that I'd like to teach you. All right? And Heather, thanks again for coming by. And Heather's got to go now. Say bye, Heather.
Bye.
Bing. And no trick photography is being used. Everybody's into aerobics these days, including our friend George. Watch George Washington very carefully. I'm going to fold this dollar bill in half, fold it in half again, and fold it in half again, uttering magical words like tappy tap tap. I snap my fingers, I unfold, and lo and behold, George Washington turns upside down. I know, it's not that good of a trick. It's just a silly gag. But that sets us up for our next trick involving the use of a dollar bill and a couple of paper clips. Now, here's that dollar bill and paper clip trick that I promised you. First of all, you need a dollar bill and 2 paper clips. I'm going to fold this dollar bill into thirds, put one paper clip way over on this side and the other paper clip way over on this side. Now watch what happens. Snap my fingers, pop the bill, and the 2 paper clips magically link together. I'm going to show you how that trick works now. Let me unhook these paper clips. Fold the dollar bill so it resembles the letter Z or the letter S, depending on your perspective. Place one paper clip on the 2 front halves of the folded bill and place the other paper clip on the 2 back halves of the folded bill. So you have one paper clip over here and one paper clip down here. All you have to do is turn the paper clips so they're facing the table, give it a pop, and magically the paper clips link together. Now, one word of caution. When you're doing this, make sure you turn the bill face down. Because if you do this trick like this, and you pop it apart, the paper clips spring up in the air, and you don't want to accidentally hit somebody with those. So be careful, and have fun with the magic. Hey, I'm going to teach you one more way of making a coin disappear. Watch the coin very carefully, all right? With the aid of a salt shaker and a couple of paper dinner napkins, I'm going to make that coin vanish. Watch, here we go. 1, 2, and now the coin, believe it or not, has disappeared. See? Well, maybe it didn't. Let me try that one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess I made the salt shaker disappear instead. This is similar to the pencil and coin combination where you say you're going to make something happen, actually you're going to make something else happen. The whole purpose of this trick is to make the salt shaker disappear. The salt shaker, you guessed it, is now in my lap. All right? To do this trick, you need salt shaker, coin, and a couple of paper napkins. It's a better idea to use a paper napkin instead of a cloth napkin, and I'll explain why in just a moment. Start off by stating you're going to make the coin disappear. Place the salt shaker on top of the coin, and then place a paper napkin on top of it. You'll notice if you form that paper napkin around the salt shaker and let go, it still retains the shape of the salt shaker. A cloth napkin will work, but not nearly as well. And just for good measure, I like to use 2. All right? Form that around there, around the salt shaker, and then tap it. And then tell them that the coin has disappeared. When you lift up the salt shaker and the napkins together, they'll see that the coin is still there. The salt shaker is underneath the napkin. And all you have to do is as you bring it to the edge of the table, watch. Drop that salt shaker into your lap. Don't squeeze the napkin, because if you squeeze it, they'll see that it's not in there. All right? So once again, you bring that salt shaker and the napkin to the edge of the table. You say, see, look, the coin has disappeared. Drop the salt shaker and say, well, let me try that one more time. I place the salt shaker back on top of the coin. Now gradually mash the napkin down to the table, and it looks like the salt shaker penetrates the table. All right? That's a salt shaker and coin and napkin combination. Hey, we got one more trick we want to show you. Don't go away. Okay, gang, thanks for staying with me. I have one last trick I'm going to show you, and this is called the illusion of the torn napkin. I call it the illusion of the torn napkin because I'm not really tearing it. You may think that you can hear the napkin being torn. You may think that you actually see individual pieces of the napkin, oops, falling to the table. But like I said, this is the illusion of the torn napkin because I never really tore it. All right? To do this trick, you need 2 napkins. One napkin you have balled up into your hand, and just hold that in your hand without them seeing it. Then you show another napkin. Ramble on some nonsense about doing the illusion of the torn napkin. Don't turn this hand towards them or they'll see the extra napkin. Keep that one hidden. The back of your hand facing towards them. Tear the napkin. After you get it torn up quite a bit, start wadding those pieces of paper up. Bring your hands together, put this napkin into this hand, and pull the other one back out. It's a simple switch, and it's called the illusion of the torn napkin. That's the end of the tape. I hope you have enjoyed yourself. If you have any problems, feel free to visit a local magic shop, and they can certainly help you out. Hey, remember the 3 golden rules of magic. Practice, practice, practice. Number 2, never reveal the secret. And number 3, don't belch in public. Thanks. For myself, Doug Anderson, bye-bye.